Hey, so slacklining is a whole lot of fun, but who has the money for all that equipment? I'm here to show you how to set up a slackline rig for $5.
Hey there, I want to talk about the stuff we're using in this video. It's called Redback 2,500 pound test wire pulling tape. This is made of polyester and you are not strong enough to break this. I also want to show you the knots that we're going to use in this tape, one of which is called the water knot. It's made for connecting two ends of the tape together. It starts by just tying a simple overhand knot. Then you take the other end of the tape and follow the same path as the first end, creating a double overhand knot. Make sure it's nice and neat. Get all the wrinkles out. And there you go. The water knot stays tight, comes apart fairly easily. That polyester electrical pulling tape is 5 to 10 cents a foot at local electrical supply houses, but most electricians only use it once and then throw it away. So just ask around, you could probably find it for free.
Here's how we start. We've got polyester tape. This is about a 2.5 foot piece, and two metal D-rings that are available from your local hardware store for about 75 cents each. This is going to be the tail end of the slack line, but we're putting it on first. We go around a pole, nice secure pole. If you want to use a tree, make sure to protect the tree's bark with some burlap or some old carpet or something. Pass the ribbon through the D-rings, come around the back end, tie a water knot. Okay, on the front end, we have another couple of foot piece of tape and a welded ring, also about 75 cents at your local hardware store. You come around the back end of the pole, keep everything nice and flat, pass the ribbon through the ring, come back around the back of the pole, tie another water knot. There we go. Now, we have, the reason we went around the pole this way is to keep the ring parallel to the ground. We want to attach our slack line by using a clove hitch. And the way we do that is we just drop it into the loop, pass it up and over, and then come back out of the loop. Get all the wrinkles out. And what we should have will look just like a necktie. And there it goes. From there, all we do is we stretch out the slack line. Keep it nice and flat. When you get to about 80% of the slack line's length, this is where we want to install our anchor. Create a bite in the slack line, pass it up from the bottom of another welded ring, loop over, and pass it in again. And in a regular slack line, this is where we would install a carabiner, but we're doing this on the cheap, so we're using a steel S-hook. There we go. There's our anchor. Okay, so we've got our anchor installed with our S-hook, which in a normal slack line would be a carabiner. And we come over here and we get back to the two D-rings that we installed. They fell to the ground. That's okay. Okay, they're stacked, they're parallel to the ground, and here's how we do this. We come up from the bottom of the bottom D-ring. And this is where carabiners would come in handy, because now we got to thread the entire length of the slack line through. Then we come back to our S-hook, keeping the ribbon flat. We come up from the bottom of the S hook. Then we go back to the top D hook, D-ring, and we pass down through the top. So, up from the bottom of the bottom D-ring, down through the top of the top D-ring. And again, since we're doing this on the cheap with D-rings, we have to pass the entire length of the slackline through. Okay, now after coming down from the top of the second D-ring, we come back to the S hook, and we pass from the bottom. Then we pull the first lap over the pass. Now you see, with just the weight of it, it's holding all on its own. Now, you pull tight. When I say tight, I mean tight. I mean, put your foot on the thing and pull. Now, we've got a real taut slack line.